This is the overall hardware setup for the project titled PV based off-grid charging station for electric vehicles. These are the basic hardware blocks involved. The first block is the boost converter block. This is the bidirectional converter, converter 1 and converter 2. This is the controller block. This is the isolation block, and this is the gate driver block. Now the blocks in detail. This is the first block. The first block is the boost converter block, wherein we have used only one switch. This is MOSFET IRF 840, and this is capacitor and inductor. In this boost converter, the input would be boosted across the boost converter, and the output will be verified across the resistive load that is connected across this line. The input to this circuit would be a solar panel of the rating 12 volts 10 watts and a battery of 12 volts 1.3 amps. These two blocks are the bidirectional converters, converter 1 and converter 2, which will act as charging stations. This is the microcontroller block. We have used PIC16F877A microcontroller. The operating voltage of microcontroller is 5 volts that is supplied to this circuit. We give a supply of 12 volts from the battery. Of the 12 volts, only 5 volts is supplied to the microcontroller. This is done using the regulator IC 7805, and this is a crystal oscillator for giving the clock pulses. This is the optocoupler, which provides the isolation for the MOSFET that is present in the boost converter. These two are the gate driver circuits providing the isolation for the MOSFET that are present in converter 1 and converter 2. For one gate driver circuit will drive the gates of 2 MOSFETs. So we have 2 set of gate driver circuit. So for 4 MOSFETs, 2 gate driver circuits for driving the MOSFETs and for providing the isolation. Now the operation, the input to the first boost converter and the two to the bidirectional converter, converter 1 and converter 2 would be from the solar panel of 12 volts 10 watts, and the supply to the microcontroller, optocoupler and gate driver would be from the battery of 12 volts 1.3 amps. In this project, we'll give the input from the solar panel, which will be boosted across this boost converter. This can be used, the output from the boost converter can be used to run a load. We'll get a high DC output which can be used to run any DC loads. From there it will go to the bidirectional converter, converter 1 and converter 2. This can be considered as charging stations. When we'll get an input from the solar panel, we consider this block to be the battery of a car which will get charged, and this will consider to be a battery of any other battery at home. When we give an input from the solar panel, we will connect both the points here and in this place. The battery in the car will get charged, and also another battery also will get charged. When there is no input from the solar panel, we have to give it in reverse. At that time, the battery that got charged, apart from the car battery, that will give the supply. Once we give the supply, the car battery also will get charged and will get a DC output across this point. This is the first direction. At the same time, we can also assume that in case the vehicle is not present at home, we can charge the battery that got charged earlier will give you the input to run the DC load. And in case when there is when we have the vehicle at home and when we are not using the battery of the car, that input from the car can be used to charge a temporary battery and also run a DC load. Now we'll switch on the circuit and see how it operates. We have switched on the circuit and we can see the LED glowing to show that the circuit is working. We are giving a light source to the solar panel. Now the input is coming from the solar panel for the boost converters and the bidirectional converters, and from the battery we get an input for the microcontroller, isolation block, optocoupler and the gate driver circuit. Here we have connected the probes of the DSO across the output from the boost converter, and we can see that each block is 5 volts. We are getting around 12. The probes of the DSO is in 10x channel, so 10 into 12, around 120 volts is the boosted output that we get from the boost converter. We can also see it in multimeter. We can also see it in multimeter. It is coming around 120 volts. Here it is showing 117. It is around 120 volts. And during this time, for charging the batteries of car and another battery, we have to connect the 2 pins. So the car battery is connected and also the another battery is also connected. Now both the car battery and the other battery are getting charged. We can verify the value. We can see it is getting charge of 19 volts, around 20 volts is getting charged. The battery, the another battery is getting charge of 20 volts. Now we'll see the battery which we consider to be battery of car. This is also getting charged of around 19 to 20 volts. So when the input is from the solar, we are getting a boosted output from the boost converter, and the battery of the car and another battery are getting charged simultaneously. Now we'll run a load across this DC output. We can see we've connected the LED wires across this DC output and we can see the LED glowing. This is an example of a load being run across the output from the boost converter, a DC load. Now we consider that there is no input from the solar panel. Suppose it is night and we are not getting an input from the solar. At that time, we'll see the reverse operation. Now we are going to see the reverse operation. In this operation, there will be no output from the solar panel. We have disconnected the solar panel. We can even consider this to be night when there is no input from the sun. But the battery would work as input for the microcontroller, optocoupler and the gate driver circuits. At this point we have to remove these 2 pins to show that the charging from the solar panel is not working now. Now we'll connect this reverse point. So we consider the reverse mode is in operation. We will give an input to the first battery. This we consider this battery to have charged during the first direction. Now the same battery can be used as input and we can charge the battery of the car, and we can see that around 11 volts is being displayed. So in the absence of solar panel, the battery which got charged during when the solar panel was present now supplies the input and the battery of the car gets charged. The same reverse can the other option can also be seen in case the car battery is present and we are not going to use the car battery. We can give an input. We now consider this to be the battery of the car and we give the input to the, we now take the input from the car and we can charge this, the second battery. We can see that from the battery of the car we are charging another battery of 11 volts, and also we can run a load the battery from the car. You can see that LED bulb is also glowing. There is no input from the solar panel. LED bulb is glowing. From the car battery, another battery is getting charged. So in the reverse direction, when there is no input from the solar panel, we have connected the probes of the multimeter across the output from the DC. Here the battery, we assume that in this phase the car battery which got charged in the first phase gives you the input, and at that time we can charge another battery and also run a DC load. The value across the DC is around 128 volts. This we are getting in the absence of solar panel from the battery that got charged from the car battery. We can also check the same thing. Now I have connected to the battery. We consider this to be car battery. This is another battery. We consider now the input is from the second battery, and here also the output is around 127 volts. So this project works in multi-purpose way. These both can be considered to be batteries. One can be considered to be car battery and another to be another battery. In the absence of solar panel, we can get input from the car battery or another battery. We can verify the same output in the DSO also. We have connected the reverse pin to show that this is happening in the reverse mode. Solar panel is not connected and we are getting around 120 volts, 5 volts each block. This is into 10. This is PV based off-grid charging station for electric vehicles.